Hello followers and welcome to my Minecraft tutorial series. This is episode 39 and in today's episode we're going to go and get ourselves a friend. And we're actually going to get ourselves a zombie villager, convert him back into a regular villager and have a butler here for the cottage. So as you can see, it's turning night. I do have it set to normal mode. So we are actually going to hunt down a zombie villager, lure him into this area here. I have a little mini setup right here underneath this, and then we're actually going to convert him back into a normal villager. And to do that we're going to need a splash potion of weakness and one of the golden apples. So basically the last two episodes have been a prequel to this one, where we're actually going to try and hunt one down. Now typically they spawn with other zombies, and we're going to have to be careful because there are going to be other mobs around. We don't want the zombie villager to get hurt or blown up, because we do want to make sure that we can actually get him back safely. Now they only have a 10% chance to spawn over a regular zombie. So what you have to be cautious of, well, what you have to think about is not every zombie is going to be a zombie villager. They are a special one. They look like villagers that we saw when we did the trading episodes. I don't want spiders. And there's a zombie over there, but he's a regular zombie, so we're not too interested in him right now. I think that's another regular zombie over there. Typically though they will spawn with other zombies, and you have to kind of lure them away from the preceding pack. Now with the new mechanic, these might well be lured towards me. Don't want a skeleton particularly. Whoops. I don't have many arrows, I have 2 arrows. And my armor is beginning to break, so I'm going to have to consider that too. So we've only got a certain amount of time to find one. They will not spawn in the day, unfortunately, so that's going to be an issue. So we're going to have to try and find one if possible. Let's try and kill these skeletons off. You're just another regular zombie. So the hardest part is going to actually be to try and find one, while avoiding all the other mobs, like the creepers and the skeletons and the spiders and whatnot. We don't want any of those. My iron sword is almost busted already. If I can't find one, what I will do is I will cut the camera until I actually have found one, and then I will continue from there. But I would like to try and do it without cutting the camera if possible. Is there one over there? Maybe. Oh, I think we've got one. Just got that creeper in the way. And where's my food? I need my food out. There, right there, yes. He's moving away from the remaining pack. We have a chained skeleton, which is going to be a problem. Let me get this back out. I don't want him to despawn. He's in the water. Now... oh dear. More holes to fill up. Oh, cool, look at that. 2 pieces of chain. What did we get? Fire protection and just an enchanted chain chestplate. I refuse to be drawn into the water with these guys, really, because you just can't fight them effectively in the water. But I need to get them out of the way before they kill the zombie villager in the process of. I'm just going to focus for a minute. Oh, there's another one over there. We can get 2, but I only have enough room for 1. I don't have the other enchanted golden apple, which is going to be easier to get. Come on, my friend, come up. Yeah, I'll give you a path. So, this is a zombie villager. Now, what we need to do... oh my goodness, there's 3. There's one there, there's one right there. Hope we get a good one. Really don't want a rubbish one. So what we need to do is we need to first lure him back to the cottage, if we can. Keep coming. And I will convert more of these guys, and over a period of time, So we need to first get him in the cottage area. Right, now he's in here. That's fine. Let's close the gate so he can't get out. Now what I need to do is I need to get him inside. No! No, 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 no. Come back inside. I can actually get out the back door. So now we've got him trapped in here, and he's going to basically stay in there now. I'm going to put that right there. Now I need to close the front door. Right, so this is not how I intended the tutorial to go. This is one of those finicky things that will often go wrong. But we've got him stuck inside the house now. He's going to wander around in there pretty much aimlessly until I do something with him. So what we're going to do at this point is break this. I can put it back, you see. And what we need to do now is we need to splash him with a splash potion of weakness, and then we feed him the golden apple. So we need to go right up as close as we can. There we are, we hit him with the weakness. Now right click on him with the golden apple and he will begin to convert. And you hear that sound, and he's going to go insane in there for a bit. So on normal mode they won't break doors, so I highly recommend doing this on normal mode. So now what we need to do is we need to wait for him to convert, and eventually he will actually convert back into a normal villager. We'll have to see which variety he is, of course, because there are a number of different villagers, and you can actually trade with this guy when he's converted, amongst many, many other things that you can do with him. So we just need to wait. It typically takes up to 5 minutes for one of these guys to convert. I'm going to clean up my mess that I left in here when I get back inside. But in the next version of Minecraft, we'll actually be able to find a name tag item and hopefully be able to name them. I don't want him outside. So I'm keeping him in this confined space right here because I don't want other zombies getting to him. And one other thing you need to know is you can't wander too far away because these guys will despawn. If you get too far away. Even while in the conversion phase, they will despawn. So let's get the fence item back out. And let's block the rest of this up. Did not mean to do that either. That's okay. Let's put this here. It will take between 3 and 5 minutes. Just be patient and hang around the area. You could go AFK or whatever. How's he doing in there? Still converting? So it will take its time. The medicine is coursing through his veins at this moment in time as he's becoming normal again. There are purifiers set up when we go in to do dungeons, and this will be the easier way of doing it, actually getting them in a confined space basically from the moment they spawn, which means that they're easy to move. And then what happens then is you can actually transport them in a minecart somewhere once they're converted and do something with them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wait until he's converted, and then at that point I will probably cut some footage out here until he is converted. I want to get it on camera, hopefully anyway. He's going to stand by the door for a bit. And then when he's converted, you will see that happen, and we will actually be able to come up with a name for this guy. He's going to be our new butler. We'll be able to see what type he is and so on, and all that kind of cool stuff. So I'm going to not really be right back, but I will be cutting the footage to when he is converted. So, okay, here we go. And there we go. We have a librarian villager here. And he's going to have those little particle effects around him for a while. Let's clear the remainder of this up. So, hello, chap. Welcome back to the world of the living. And you do paper for... Oh, you have good trades too. I have a ton of paper that I don't actually have any use for, so we'll actually be able to trade with you. So, now we need to name this guy because we can't just leave him nameless. And as I was stood out there, I was thinking about some different things, and I thought, well, what are most movie butlers called? And it's obvious, isn't it? Alfred. Nearly, I think the one from the Batman movies is called Alfred, as far as I'm aware anyway. So, welcome back to the world of the living, Alfred. You are most welcome in my home, providing that you clean up the dishes, because they're all dirty and there's stuff piling up everywhere. So, are you going to do a good job for me? Yes, excellent. So, you're free to roam around the grounds as you so wish. Just do not go outside the gate. Provided for you right here. I don't know what he's going to do. I think he's just going to stand there for a while. But, yeah. Now, one thing I do want to test quickly is I want to see if they actually despawn, whether that was a bug that they actually fixed. So I'm actually going to go over and get my paper. Coming outside. Yeah, he's come out to play. Wow, he's fast, isn't he? Yes, I know you want to stand up there and play. But never mind, I guess. I think they can figure basic things out, like how to get back to their door at night time. So let's go and grab the paper out of the wizard's tower, and then we will return to Alfred and see if he's A, still there, and B, that I can trade some paper with him and actually get some meaningful stuff. Because after I made the bookshelves for the enchantment table, as many of you know, I actually don't use paper anymore for basically anything, because I never need it. I think that maps are kind of pointless for me. I never use maps in game. They're just kind of a pain. They don't really seem that accurate to me. They could do with some work, and they did certainly make them better than what they were, but they are by no means perfect, that's for sure. Can I get all of that paper in? Well, 27's not bad. He's going to have a cap to the amount of trades that you can do with him anyway before he actually trades something else. Now, is it the librarian, the one that you can get the Eye of Enders from, or is that the, I think that's the priest. I would have hoped for a priest or a blacksmith, because they can actually enchant stuff for you, which is quite useful in some regards. And you can also trade tools from a blacksmith, so that's always handy. You can trade like iron pickaxes and get stuff from them. Let's see if it's still here. I think it did get broken at some point. All we can do is hope. Is he still out here? Oh yes, he's still here. I was way out of range. So he's still here. Let's do some trading with this fella just to prove that we can. And I'm actually not. That's quite a lot of paper, isn't it? For that, but we are getting some decent amount of emeralds out of him. You gonna offer us any new trades? Yes. What are you gonna offer us? That is okay. I'll take it back. You don't have good trades. The only decent one he has is that paper one. After that, he's kind of going to be a bit pointless to carry around. But all right, Alfred, you are free to go. I'm going to go and put my emeralds away. And yeah, that is basically zombie villagers in a nutshell. That is how you convert them, and what you can do with them. I will eventually, as I expand the world that we have right here, I will eventually actually add a few over there for some different interactivity purposes, so it feels a bit more homely. Now we've done this, we've kind of finished the almost you could consider mini-series on brewing, and what we have left to do now is in the nether we have nether quartz and lights and lamps. They are the only things left in terms of nether stuff to do, and after that we'll probably go and do something else. So I want to get you inside. Are you going to use the other door now just to be awkward? This uses the front door. Now let's be thankful there. So get off the sink. You will fall in there and it's going to be horrible. And trust me, you won't like it. I know you will not like it. Get down from there. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode, guys. I had a lot of fun with it. It was quite challenging. It takes time to build up skills and strategies. Most people just do it through a grinder, but I thought I'd show you before we mess around with grinders actually how to do it without it. And we now have our good friend Alfred right here, who will remain in this series basically until he either dies or I get bored of him and I need a new butler. Alright, so I'm gonna let you go now, guys. I hope you've had fun with this episode. I will probably have cut a bunch of it out in editing to save time and also to keep it to the point. So I hope that you've managed to get the key concepts about how to convert a zombie villager. It's quite a simple process. It's just a case of capturing them that's quite the challenging bit. Once you've done that, it's not too much of an issue. So yeah, I think next time we will either do lights and lamps or the nether quartz project that I have planned. It will be one of them. They're both quite similar. I either have the resources already, need to collect more. In fact, I need to collect more for both of them, but one I will actually show you how to collect the resource. So I'll have a think about that between now and next time. For now, me and Alfred say goodbye to you. We hope that you've enjoyed the episode, and we hope to see you in the next one. So until then, guys, see you later and have a good day.